Hi everybody, I'm Doc Shocker, and welcome to Don't Starve, which is a very, very popular game, which has been available since, I think, possibly February of this year, maybe even earlier than that, like December of 2012 in beta, pre-purchase type stuff. I think I've had it for a very long time, and it's a game that's extensively played on YouTube, but I do enjoy playing this game myself every now and then, so I figured I'd have you guys come along. I got rid of all of my games and decided that we'd start something fresh. Also, purchased on Steam, it now has full workshop support. As you can see, I've not made it very far. I'm missing 3 characters, but it has Steam Workshop support, which add a good number of mods to the game if you're so interested in that kind of thing. A lot of them seem to be exploits, breaks, that kind of thing. Choices. See, normally I actually play WX78. But I think we'll actually just go with basic Wilson, because he grows a magnificent beard, and who can complain about that? We'll keep the world basic, we're not going to change anything there, and we'll just start it up. So for those who actually aren't familiar with the game Don't Starve, it's a survival game. Involves a lot of resource gathering, crafting. Sorry, pal, you don't look so good. You better find something to eat before night comes. But involves a great deal of resource gathering, resource management, crafting, things like that. Basically, survival. You know, you want your character to survive. Well, initially, as long as possible, but adventure mode was later added, and some other things to kind of keep the game interesting, so it's just not, you know, seeing how long your character can go without dying and things like that. There's actually means of progress now. But so far we're just going around gathering what we can off the ground in the form of berries and twigs. We'll also need grass, and hopefully we'll be able to find some flint so that we can start constructing tools. The first tools, here we are, that we'll need will be an axe and a pickaxe, or a pick, so that hopefully we'll be able to harvest some stone, because by nightfall we will have to have a fire built. If you don't have some means of lighting your way, or lighting an area for the night, it's pretty much curtains for you. There are beasties that hide in the dark, and they'll eat you. That simple. Grab some more of these grass, come up here, grab those berries. See that I'm also collecting pine cones from the trees that I cut down. Those will allow me to replant, and thus keeping wood sustainable, ultimately, which is a very important thing. You don't want to run out of wood. A lot of stuff is comprised of it. However, stone is a finite resource. There's only so much generated per actual seed in the game. There's usually quite a lot, so you don't have to be spendthrift with it or anything like that, but if you play for prolonged periods of time, you will eventually find yourself running out if you're just playing the basic survival stuff. Let's bring up our map quickly. Okay. here on the ground. The birds will randomly drop seeds or eat seeds that have been left on the ground. These can be used either to eat if you're in a pinch, although they don't restore a great deal of hunger. Or you can actually, if you find enough materials to do so, you can construct farms and grow food that way, at least through a portion of the year. That up there is a wormhole, which will transport me to a different portion of the map at the cost of some of my sanity. Not ready to start cashing that in just yet. I should say there's 3 meters here: my hunger bar, my health bar, and my sanity bar, which, as you can see by the clock here, it's moved into dusk, which I like these savannas typically. If I can find a larger one, may be able to make traps and get us a rabbit or two. That would be rather delicious. I mean, seriously, who isn't a fan of Hassenpfeffer? Succulent rabbit stew. Alright, we've got a couple of rabbit holes here. And some grass tufts, so this may be... aha! Even better. Got a rock there. Now this rock here, it'll only contain stone and another substance called nitor, I believe. Which I'm not actually sure what nitor is used for, but the game has actually saw a couple of updates since the last time I played, so maybe there's actually something established that it's for. Just keep gathering. Okay, let's see if we have enough to set ourselves up with a fire. We can build a campfire, which is only a temporary campfire, but that's okay, because this isn't really, I'd say, the best spot in the world for having a permanent camp. And then I'll construct a trap, which hopefully by morning, if I don't forget about the trap, will actually see us with a rabbit, so that way we'll actually have some decent food with which to sustain ourselves with. I mean, it'll only be a morsel, but it's certainly better than nothing. There we go. Hopefully our fire should last us the night, this dark spot here on our indicator. Boy, I really could have put myself in an area where I could have stayed busy as opposed to just, you know, running around in circles around my fire. You know, some trees handy or something like that. Let's see what other tools I can build. Torch is always handy. Allow us to get from one place to another in a pinch. Allow us to burn trees down so that we can get charcoal, which is valuable for some of the middle tier items like the crock pot, where you can actually prepare recipes for better hunger replenishment. Night is also very it's detrimental to your sanity. I'm only down to 198 and night's nearly over. There are many things that will affect that, however, including rain, digging up graves, well, you know, which is crazy, I know, grave robbery, I mean, it's an American pastime. No rabbit. It's okay, it should. Yep, my trap will stay on my map, so hopefully we'll be able to come back up this way, and I'm sure that by the time that I do return, we'll have a succulent rabbit with which to eat. The biggest thing I think that we're in current need of is some stone and a gold nugget. Those things will allow us to establish a more permanent base camp for ourselves by building a fire ring and things like that, so that way you're only using the cost of fuel to sustain a fire as opposed to having to use 4 logs or whatever every single night to make a basic campfire. And we could look at the recipe here. Okay, so 2 logs and some grass. Not huge things, again, both sustainable, but sometimes costly, as you do see the actual change of seasons in this game, and there can be a bit of a scarcity for things like grass or any sort of berries. Things that grow typically go dormant through the course of a winter season. It's a very brutal thing. First winters can usually be pretty tough, which I think first winter would probably hit, I think, around day 20, I believe. Sounds like I might know what I'm talking about there. Okay, so no dice there. Basically what we're looking for is a tile set that's going to look more like stone than grasslands or bog or savanna. And there's usually a number of stones to harvest there. Let's see. Let's kind of back out of our map a little bit. Maybe we'll try up in this direction here. Possibly by way of our traps, that way I can see if we manage to snag something. Ahoy! What have we here? A delicious rabbit. I mean, a cute bunny for the moment. Isn't the delicious part. Yeah, we're looking for a tile set similar to that over there, which we may be in business. There's some stone on the ground. That's always a promising sign. Wonderful. Huzzah, even. Let's see, did I build a pickaxe? I felt as though I did. Yeah, there we go. You see how we have 2 different types of stone here? These typically will gain us the needed gold nugget, which will allow us to construct our basic science machine, which will open up a number of crafting options for us. It will also allow us to construct a permanent base camp should we be able to find somewhere that is possibly defendable, as there are critters that will invariably be coming after us at some point. Which typically they're not difficult if you're prepared. So preparedness is definitely the word of the day. Spooky graveyard. It's usually denoted by the fog that we have rolling in here. Which usually I think running through them may be bad for one's sanity. I'm not entirely sure. It may also mean that there could be a pigman village nearby. Ooh, not a room. Let's see. I don't think I really want to build a base camp there. I think ideally I'd like to find a savanna in this direction, but it's not going to be the end of the world to make another campfire for another night until we can find something a little more suited for our needs. But savannas have the good stuff, pretty much. That you're going to want sustainable food, means of attaining fertilizer, possibly by way of beefalo. Although a pig village would also work in a pinch, you can feed pigs and they'll provide you with manure. You know, nature being the funny thing that it is. Basalt, I think that will actually lead into the subterranean world. Not entirely sure. I don't have much experience with it. Again, I know about it, but I haven't played it since the that particular game feature went live. And I think it looks like we're going to be building a campfire this evening. So we'll set our mushroom down, and we'll plunk down our campfire. Well, let's see, we've got some roasted berries to eat. I think these are bad for health and sanity, but they will raise our hunger. Let's see here. Okay, I do have everything required to build a science machine, so basically we're in decent shape to pretty much set up camp anywhere that we want. I think, let's see, what do we have here? More stone lands. See, I'm a big fan of the savannas. I like these. A lot of grass grows there. There's the potential for beefalo, but I didn't see any there. So I may have to double back and kind of head in a southerly direction. Or maybe we'll stay up here and check this area out first. Yeah, that sounds good. I think that'll probably be a good course of action. You don't need to be running to all corners of the map every single day. We should try to be slightly efficient about this. Listen to Doc Shocker acting like he's the don't starve master or something. But in all sincerity, I'm actually a bit of a scrub at this. I'm not really that good of a gamer. Well, that too, but much of a player of this game. I tend to die a lot. I've had a lot of really great starts, you know, managed to get everything I need in place to really just own it by like day 3 of the game, and then just die for idiotic reasons, you know, don't bring enough food with me going out and exploring or whatever. Silliness, just silliness, that's all it is. Let's see, oh, I can build a grass suit, which is a form of armor. I can build science machine. I can do a fire pit or a torch. Which I think that's going to be the biggest goals. Let's hopefully be able to wrap up this this episode with us putting together a full-blown camp awesome. And let's waste some straw. Which I'm on the fence. This is a game I've kind of debated doing a Let's Play of, and I figure maybe I'll just do it as a one-shot. Maybe if there's some response to it, then, you know, maybe I'll do a Let's Play or a mini-series or something to that effect of this game. It is really fun. I wouldn't mind playing it. But I think taking on too many more Let's Plays and things like that, I'd probably actually have to put forth an effort to schedule, you know, figure out how to split everything down. Because, I mean, as it stands right now, I'm running 3 Let's Play series, and that is, as goofy as it sounds, a bit of work. Keeping things organized and uploaded on a daily basis. Which I know, oh, he's got it so tough, the Let's Player. Sit around, play video games, and there is a lot of that. I can't complain. Doing this stuff is, I mean, it's more for my entertainment. I don't monetize my videos or anything. I figure if I'm gonna play a game, then, you know, I'll just record it while I'm doing it. See if there's anybody who actually kind of enjoys what I'm doing as much as I do. I don't know if that'd be nepotism. I'm not sure if that would be the definition of that or not. But looks like this area was pretty much a wash for the type of geography that I'm looking for. So instead of tramping through the tall stuff, let's grab this road here. There are like little paths through the various areas of the game that generally do allow you to move slightly quicker. To the tune, well, it's about 25%, which I guess isn't, it's nothing to sneeze at, but yeah, let's head over in this direction and see what... Ooh, tall bird. Yeah, with an egg. Yeah, we're not going to mess with that fellow. We don't have the weapons or armor or anything to really go after such things. Can't tell if that goes anywhere or not. No, looks like it's more stony ground when we're looking for Savannah. Let's see. Poor fella. Mr. Skeleton's looking pretty beat up. Looks like he didn't do too well for himself out here. And I know what you're thinking, no, that is not one of my former corpses. Every world is procedurally generated at the moment of hitting let's go. So every game world is fresh. Suspicious dirt piles. Suspicious dirt piles are used to track down large game. I believe they're called oliphants. There may be some other variety that I'm not aware of. Ooh, we got some cut stone, which I do have room for. Wonderful. This will come in handy in the future. I don't have a room for that pickaxe, which is a shame, but it's okay. Looks like we're south of the first Savannah that we found. Let's see, I better take some time and chop down some trees, as evening is coming. And I believe that I am rather low on wood. Looks like we're down to the coast, so we'll swing upward here a little bit. Paths are good, paths are great. And some more carrots. Or as I like to call them, what will most likely be dinner this evening. Oh, wonderful. That's good stuff. Alright, so we got some weapons and a log suit and a spear. Wonderful. That is good stuff to get right off the bat. I think this will be a good spot for us to set up our campfire for the night. some of our pine cones and replant them. Okay. Let's see what we can throw. I'll throw some grass on the fire. See, did I break my axe? Looks like I might have. This last tree down. That should be at that point, and we should see some sunrise coming up. Hopefully. All filled up on logs. It's alright though, we'll just plant these as we go. Another suspicious footprint. Grab us some flint, some twigs. Let's see here. I think we'll start making our way up towards the savannah, and I think that's probably where we're going to plunk down our base camp. That seems to be a worthy place for me. We've got plentiful rabbits. We've got grass tufts. We've got a road that is handy that may lead us to parts unknown, or not. Well, it looks like all parts unknown are probably going to be to the south of us, but that's okay too. Let's see. Double check, have a look around. It'd be really nice if, well, be a mixed blessing if there were beefalo here. If there were beefalo, we wouldn't be building our base camp here, as the mating of the beefalo is something to be avoided, or rather admired from afar. And we'll put down our fire pit here. Yes, I'm aware it's midday, but it's okay. And then we will put down our science machine, which opens up, as you can see, all of these other numerous menu options, including various weapons and armor. We've got refinement that we can do with, oh, that's down here, the refinement. We can make rope and boards. If we had enough stone, we could refine cut stone as well. But first off, I think we're going to try get enough of these so that we can build a chest, which will allow us to relieve ourselves of up to 9 stacks of goodies. Like, we can get rid of that, our gold nuggets, put the rabbit in there for now, some of our carrots. No, it looks like we can't break those up yet. Throw those into stacks. The night ore can go in there. And then suddenly we've got room in our inventory. We can also construct this, a backpack, which will allow us another, I think, 6 slots in place of our log suit. Let's see what else we've got. We can make some rope. Let's see what that rope allows us to build. We can build a straw roll, which will allow us to sleep through a night which can be very, very handy. Here, munch on some carrots here. Okay. Well, with that, it looks like we're fairly sorted for being on day 4. And I think that'll probably be a good enough spot to leave this video off. If you've enjoyed the video, please be sure to hit the like button down below, or share with your friends, add to your favorites, or subscribe to the channel. You can leave any sort of comments, questions, or critiques for me in the comments section below. I'd love to hear from any of you. I can be found on Facebook and Twitter at links that are found in the video's description. Thank you for watching. This has been Don't Starve. I'm Doc Shocker. You've been great. Happy gaming.